everyone, it's Haley, and today I'm going to be doing the Disney book tag. So this tag was created by Kat over at Katie-tastic, and I was tagged to do this by Jessie over at Jessie the Reader. And I am so excited to do this tag because I love Disney. I mean, who doesn't? And just combining Disney and books is just the perfect combination. So let's get into it. Number 1 is the Little Mermaid, which is a character who is out of their element, or a kind of fish out of water, so to speak, because Little Mermaid, you get it? Fish. Fins, mermaid, yep, okay. So this one was kind of hard to choose for because I feel like there are so many options for it, but I chose Alyssa from Splintered by A.G. Howard. Alyssa finds herself in Wonderland, which is obviously nothing like where she used to live before, so she is completely in this new environment and is just kind of trying to figure out what to do in her new situation. Number 2 is Cinderella, a character who undergoes a major transformation. So for this one, I went with Azza from Magonia by Maria Devana Headley. Azza also could apply to the last question as a fish out of water because she's kind of a fish out of water throughout the entire book. Whether she's on Earth or whether she's in Magonia, she's completely out of her element and is kind of like trying to fit in to a world that doesn't really like want to accept her, I guess, if that makes any sense. But as far as this question goes, Azza definitely goes through a huge transformation. She is kind of two separate Azzas, and you have the Azza that starts the story and then you have the Azza who ends the story, and you can definitely see a difference, not only physically but also mentally. She's a very, very different person. Number 3 is Snow White, a book with an eclectic cast of characters, and for this one I went with Beauty Queens by Libba Bray. The characters in this book are just so varied and so unique, and there are so many characters, but they're honestly, the cast of characters is what really made me love this book. The characters are completely what make the book, and they are all just so different and so funny and quirky, and I really, really loved them. Number 4 is Sleeping Beauty, a book that put you to sleep, and for this one I'm gonna have to go with Matched by Ali Condi. I just did not like this book at all. I just didn't think it was very good. It was very much like, it felt like it was just one long first chapter to the series. Like, it was just, nothing happened. I just did not like it. I thought it was boring, and it honestly did put me to sleep. I fell asleep reading it, and it was just, I did not like it. I'm really sorry. I know a lot of people really liked that book, but I could not stand it. Number 5 is The Lion King, and that is a character who had something traumatic happen to them in their childhood. Now that accounts for a lot of the characters in YA. Once again, a lot of people are going with Selena from Throne of Glass for this one, but to kind of switch it up, I'm going with Ruby from The Darkest Minds, because Ruby's childhood, and kind of most of the characters in this book, Ruby's childhood is just a whole traumatic incident. Like, it's not just one incident that happens, it's just her whole entire childhood up until a point is just very traumatic because she's stuck in this concentration camp type thing because she is different and she has this power. So she is being completely, like, she's completely closed off from the world and is treated like crap along with all of these other children in this camp because she has this power that people are really afraid of. So her whole entire childhood is definitely a traumatic experience. So I think that is a very good example for that. I lost my way along that sentence, but you get it. Number 6 is Beauty and the Beast, and for this one you were to choose a beast of a book that you were first very intimidated by, but then you found the story to be very beautiful. So for this one I'm going with Fall of Giants by Ken Follett. This is actually the second book. Apparently it's Follett, though. I don't know how to say his last name, I'm sorry. But anyways, this is the second book in the Century Trilogy. Fall of Giants is the first one. I don't know where my copy went of it, but these books are easily 1,000 pages each, and they are huge, like tiny font, like ridiculous, but both of them were just so fantastic and so beautiful and so well written, like just incredible stories. And the first one is actually one of my favorite books of all time. I was so intimidated to read it, but someone had suggested it to me and I felt bad if I didn't read it, but I am honestly so glad that I did because I absolutely loved it. Number 7 is Aladdin, and this is a character who gets their wish granted for better or for worse. So for this one, I went with Juliet from Shatter Me. She definitely does get her wish granted of breaking free of the prison that she has been in forever, but she doesn't exactly end up in the best of situations, so this would definitely be one where it's for worse. Number 8 is Mulan, and that is a character who is pretending to be something they are not. So for this one, I went with basically everyone from The Lux by Anna Godbersen, but namely Elizabeth Holland. Most of the characters in this book are pretending to be the typical ideal Victorian woman who is just so well behaved, but a lot of them really aren't, and they have a lot of secrets, and there's a lot of secret romances, and they're all just kind of leading separate lives than like they make public. So Elizabeth is kind of hiding a lot from everyone, and it really goes to say for all the characters, they're kind of leading these hidden lives because it's not accepted in their society. So I think this is definitely a book where people are pretending to be something they're not. Because Elizabeth is really pretending to be the very ideal image of the perfect Victorian woman. She's pretending to be really the goody two-shoes girl, and that's absolutely not what she is. Number 9 is Toy Story, and that is a book which you wish the characters would come to life. And for this one, I'm going with the Harry Potter series, all the characters in that series, because, I mean, who wouldn't choose that? I just love them all so much, and I would just love to spend a day with Ron and Hermione and just everyone. It would be absolutely epic. I would just love it. Number 10 is Disney's Descendants, and for this one you were to choose your favorite villain or morally ambiguous character. So I went with the Darkling from Shadow and Bone, or the Grisha trilogy by Leigh Bardugo, because he's really villainous, but at the same time he's not. He has kind of a soft side to him, and you can really see kind of how he became the villain that he is. I know a lot of people are choosing him, but honestly I would be lying if I said that he wasn't my favorite morally ambiguous character, because I just really enjoy him, and I just was rooting for him through the whole series because I really like him. I don't know. So that is going to be all for this tag video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to tag Raylene over at PatFootandProng07 and also Katrina over at The Little Book Owl. So I can't wait to see your guys' videos, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!